Hello there, and in this video today we are going to be looking at a few more of the tools that we can use within Tinkercad and have a think about how we can use them. So if you've got a graphics tablet at home, or if you have got a very good hand control with your mouse, you can use something which is called the Scribble option. It is essentially what it says on the tin. You can use it to create a custom image where you will be drawing, aka scribbling, whatever you fancy. So here you can see, I quite happily admit I'm not the world's greatest artist, but here we have a rabbit. And then if we do that, we can now see this vaguely looks like a rabbit, and then we can use this on any designs that we want. So for example, if you've got pets at home, you could create them a nice little sign, or you could create them a little tag, or if you like a particular animal, you could create a little keyring. So if I've got this here and I wanted to create this into a keyring, all I'm going to do is just make that box a little bit bigger. I am then going to use the align tool here, and I'm just going to make sure we've got it in the middle in the right location. There we go, and you can see it's gone a little bit over the edges, but my box is only of a certain size. And then all I'm going to do to make the hole for my keyring to go into is not going to be that quite big. And then we can see that'll be where my keyring holder goes, and there we go. And just to add a little bit of presentation, smooth off the edges as well. And there we go, there we have it, a nice, easy, simple keyring. We can do other things as well. We can combine different shapes together as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to start to create a Formula 1 car. So all I'm going to do is I am going to flip this round so we can see up here we've got this little compass if we hover over here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to move it to 90 degrees. And then I'm going to add it onto here, stretch it out a little bit, and reduce the height as well. And what I want to do now, we can see if we're looking at it from the side that that's slightly down. So I'm going to raise it up. And there we go. So then I'm going to make sure that that's in line correctly. And I'm then going to group those two together. What I'm then going to do is I want to add some areas for a cylinder to go through. So if I'm going to add a cylinder, I'm going to make it quite small, and I'm going to change the height of it, and I'm going to have another one of this. I'm going to duplicate that, and what I'm going to do is I want it to make a little hole for me through there. So again, I'm going to change it to 90 degrees. And what I need to do is make sure I can line it up with my car. So then that should be going through there. I'm then going to drag it through here. And I am saying, aha, Mr. Rutherford-West. That's not a hole. But if I click on a hole here, there we go. I've now got my first one here that I can then print off and use. So then I can then create another cylinder, and this is going to be my wheel. And again, I'm just going to make that a little bit smaller. So I've got a nice chunky wheel. I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to put this in the middle. And again, just to make sure we've got it in the middle properly, let's go up to the top view there. We are going to use a line, make sure we're in the middle. And then once again, we're going to click on here, and we're going to click on hole. So now what we can do, we can see that's at the top, that's at the bottom. We're going to group that one together. And then we're going to duplicate. And strangely enough, we're going to duplicate that 4 times. So now we have got our 4 wheels. We need to make sure, let's just make that a little bit longer. And again, we're going to duplicate that as well. And then finally, we're going to make sure we've got another hole at the back. So you guessed it, we're going to click on our good old friend, the duplicate button. And then we're just going to pop that a little bit towards the black. So at the moment, I happily admit it doesn't look too impressive, but there's other things that we can do to it as well. So for example, we can add a little roof to it. So that's going to be the cockpit of the car. So that's where the driver's head would go. And again, we're just going to change it. I don't think this will be quite aerodynamic enough to compete in Formula One, but it's a start, you never know. And then we're going to put that there, and we can see, if we zoom in, that that is automatically at the right height. There's no it's not. Oh, bad, Mr. Rutherford-West. So we're going to bring that down. And now we can see, if we click on here, we can see that's the bottom of it, it's inside there. And again, you guessed it, we're going to use the align button. And we're just going to make sure that that is in the middle. And then we're going to group that all together again. So now we can all see that's the same color. We've got our holes for there, we've got our little window. And then all we're going to do is add the spoiler, which goes at the back. And that's a very easy, simple car, which again, we can then print off and then make sure we can get running. With Tinkercad, there are loads of different design ideas that you can find online. I'll be putting together a little website probably during term 5 and term 6 showing different projects that you can do, how you can put them together. If you've got any questions, if you're not sure how to do a particular thing or think, right, okay, I really want to make a house or make a castle or make key rings or anything like that, drop me an email and then I will see if over Easter I can create some videos, and then when I do, I will of course share them all with you. Happy tinkering. I look forward to seeing what you're coming up with, and any questions, just get in touch. Bye-bye.